All right, I haven't got time to mark this motherfucker. Here we go again. We can't hear anybody. Nobody can talk to anybody.
You guessed it, Pressure Points with your two favorite hosts. I'm Dee, and this is long episode name AJ. We're coming at you with Season 8, Episode 20, Pascagoula, more like Back to Schoola. We're doing another MISSISSIIPISSIPPI episode. So find us on Instagram and Patreon at pointsopressure.com. Bitch, Mississippi is what I said.
Well, turn the fucking thing off, you dumbass.
Hi, welcome back. I think that was my most aggressive
Yeah, I think it was.
intro. I dig it.
Damn, girl, are you a state in the Bible Belt? Because you're the only miss who's piss I sippy.
Yeah, right. Only Mrs. Piss I'd sippy. Welcome back. Yeah, now that we've been talking about wargaming for an hour.
Yeah, now we can start recording.
Yeah, now we can start the
It's okay.
real stuff.
The ladies got to get their competitive video
Yeah,
gaming out of the
that's
way.
true.
We're giving the time for
That's a
them.
good point. Yeah. Well, welcome back.
Welcome.
We are almost to the end of the season.
Well,
we have
the half season.
the half season. Yeah.
Not the season.
We're
Till the
almost-
season break.
Yeah, the season break. We have today's episode and then two more.
Yeah.
We'll hit 22 and then we'll stop for a month and then
It's a couple weeks, isn't it? Something like that.
And then we'll die horrifically in a car accident and never come back.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
So you'll have until August when our subscription to the podcast host runs out to listen.
Exactly, yeah.
Perfect.
But yeah, so keep your eyes out for that. How was your week? What you been up to?
Not too bad. I got the crown piece to my historical artifact collection this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. What'd you get?
The carbohydrate civil defense supplement that would have been put into all the civil defense like bunkers.
Uh-huh.
I got the carbohydrate supplement, which is basically 37 pounds of candy with that cancer dye that they banned in it.
Why?
Because I have the cracker ration, I have the biscuit ration. I needed
I see.
the
Okay.
carbohydrate ration to get the
I
set.
I
got
thought
the set.
you were saying you were getting like the thing that finished your historical collection, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
No,
and
no,
you're
it's
like,
just the crown piece.
I got
It's the best thing.
I got the candy that causes cancer. I'm like, "Oh, that's great."
Yeah, it was packed in 1968.
In the set of things that you have, yeah, now I can see how that makes sense. The way you phrased it to start was like, I have finished my World War II
No.
collection. I have finished. This is the crown
It's the
jewel
crown
of
jewel.
my of
That
my
doesn't mean I don't want
historical collection.
the tin still.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
It's just it
Yeah,
sounded
I
like
can
this is
see.
the
I
one
can see.
thing
Like,
that
I'm
I've
done.
been wanting to collect. And I was
No.
like, so like
This is the
hard
puzzle
candy
piece.
that my grandma gave me from Grandpa's World War II box.
Essentially.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's great. But 37 pounds of it?
37 pounds. That's the
How
portion they
big
came
is
in.
the fucking thing?
Let's see. Little square about that wide
Uh-huh. So like a
and
foot
about that tall.
and like 2 feet. So like a
Yeah.
foot by 2 feet.
It's very heavy. It's metal.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a screw cap.
Approximately 37
Yeah,
pounds.
37 pounds plus a little metal. And it's unopened still. I have not opened it yet.
Yeah, well, don't. It'll give us all cancer.
No, I'm opening it and trying some pieces tonight,
Oh.
actually.
What was it that caused cancer in it?
The red dye.
Oh.
It was that well,
like
was it red dye 40?
40 or some shit.
Hold on, let me look it up. Red dye. Hey, and we don't have to worry about food dye anymore. Thanks, RFK.
Yeah. We'll eat everything brown.
Nope, it's not red dye 40 because red dye 40 was in 1971. Red dye from 1968. Might have been 63. Red dye number 2.
Red dye number 2. Damn, it was
think.
the second red dye ever made.
Yeah. Yeah, synthetic food dye that was banned in the United States in 1976 for concerns about its potential to cause cancer. Still legal in Canada and Europe.
Oh. Oh, that's fine,
but
then.
it leads to increased tumors in rats.
Oh. How much did they give them? Probably a ton. I'm sure
A
you'd be
ton, I'm
fine.
sure.
Huh. Just don't eat all 37 pounds of candy. I'm sure you'll be all right.
Oh, the
Rats were tested with
that's interesting.
37 pounds of red dye number 2.
Yeah. One rat got 37 pounds.
Oh, God.
Red dye 3 has been linked to thyroid issues, cancer in animals, banned by the FDA. That's all it's saying. It's iodine based.
Jesus.
I'm sure it tastes awesome.
I bet.
So yeah, I gotta try those. They come in yellow and red little candies.
Eat the yellow ones.
I will. Yeah.
Not the red
And
ones.
the whole idea is that you have the crackers, and then you have the biscuits, which are very similar in taste. They're basically the
Oh, they're
same,
not- oh,
except the
okay.
texture is different because they use graham in the biscuits.
Oh, I see.
They just it's the cracker recipe with more graham.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty
Cracker
boring.
and one's a bit more cookie-y.
Yeah, and then you also get like a handful of this candy every day, and that gives you like the minimum required nutrients that you could survive for. The idea was 2 weeks,
I see.
and then you'd be able to come out after the nuclear war, because the plan was
Jesus Christ.
before the nukes were big enough
Oh,
to just
I
end
see.
the world.
Yeah.
Like it was,
Like,
New
I
York's
can
gonna be
survive in
gone,
my bunker. Yeah.
but everybody else, like, yeah, it's
And this is like-
just wait for the fallout to clear.
Yeah. Current day is like there will be no fallout.
There's no coming out of it.
There's nothing left.
Yeah, so it's fantastic. I got to figure out the portion size for each. And let me describe the taste of the crackers to you guys. What they're supposed to taste like. Because obviously I'm eating them 60 years late. The crackers make saltines taste complex.
Oh, nice.
It is like flour, water, and then they use polyethylene glycol as a stabilizer
Jesus.
and a leavening agent. Polyethylene glycol, by the way, is like we use it as a laxative now.
Oh, okay.
In small amounts, it's fine. It's if you've ever had hardtack, it's hardtack. Like,
Oh, okay. I've had.
well, it
hardtack.
tastes like hardtack.
Yeah.
Like there's no flavor. It's just flour, I
Jesus
guess.
Christ.
Great. Yeah, and eating them now, they also have a little bit of oil in them. Eating them now, it tastes like hardtack with rancid oil in them.
Oh, hell yeah. That
Very
sounds
tasty.
delightful.
But when I opened up the can, they were not stale
Oh,
because they've been in a metal
Yeah,
can
they've
for
been
60 years.
preserved.
Don't worry, I bought 2
strangely
of each and then opened the other ones.
Oh God.
I did not buy 2
I
of
was like,
these
did you buy
candy ones.
2
No,
37
the carbohydrate
pound boxes?
supplements are a lot harder to find
Jesus.
and a lot more expensive, and they cost a lot to ship because
Goddamn,
they're so
sure,
heavy.
Yeah.
So I was lucky that the person who's selling this was in Colorado.
Oh yeah. for
So
real.
lucked
Did you get it on that
out.
auction site?
I got it on eBay. Found
Oh,
it. I got an
shit.
alert come up for a new one.
Hey.
Cheapest price I've ever seen.
Hell yeah.
And I was the only bidder.
Fuck yeah. That's 'cause
Normally,
people
I
were
get
like,
outbid.
oh, that's got that cancerous dye.
No,
in
it was during all the it was like a week and a half ago with the China tariffs were going on. Like nobody was buying
Oh,
shit
yeah,
on eBay.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah, there you go. That's
Hell
what
yeah.
I spend my extra money on.
There you go. Not bad.
How was your week?
It was good. Did a lot of painting. I finished the one, or I should say half of the project that I've been working on. My tests for that fucking toilet paper and plaster, it's not coming out the way I want it to.
Is it too textury?
Yeah, I need to like mill the paper further, but I can't get it to dry without having like hard pieces in it. Like if you were to like run your fingers through that toilet paper stuff right now. So I guess I should explain. It's like pulp down toilet paper that you mix with
Plaster. Plaster
like
Paris.
plaster Paris powder, and then you add water. But yeah, I'm trying to get it to work. I've got to get the pulp shredded further. So I might have to run that whole thing through my fucking blender this week.
Yeah, I was
that
just gonna
entire
say.
box of stuff.
Like a blender or a coffee grinder.
Yeah, but then
or-
when it dries, I have to run it through the blender again so that any pieces that like solidified together in like little beads that are just rock hard pieces of paper, I need to get those separated as well so that it's literally just like fine powder.
You're basically making paper again.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So it's a process, but yeah, the tests that I did just didn't. I would use the I have textured rollers that AJ gave me for Christmas for like terrain that you can roll over like clay, for example, and it gives you a really like the texture that you're looking for. But this one, it just doesn't do it. Like it's too. There are too many little bumps in there that'll like push up against the roller so that you don't get any texture anywhere all of a sudden. It's hard to explain without showing you.
Yeah, it's a weird texture,
but it was frustrating. Like you got to work fast with it because there's a very small window to work with. And I did a lot of testing with it. And each time, the only thing that was really fucking it all up was some of those like big pieces of like hardened paper that are almost like rocks. It's like it would be like if you had plaster of Paris, but there was a pebble in it. But like 7 pebbles in this like 8x4 thing. And so I'm like, God fucking damn it. Yeah. So I just I'll figure all that out. Can't you just
grind it up dry? Or would they get too small? Like
I tried to, but the only problem is it sticks to the walls in the blender. And so like the middle just spins. And so I'm like, fuck. So I'll figure something out.
Yeah. If you have any ideas,
I might have to like fully
message us.
It's like, yeah, I might have to fully pulp it all back out, like rehydrate all the toilet paper and then like ultra blend it. I need like one of those vortex blenders.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
No.
Damn. Yeah.
That would be nice.
I just need one that has like, because the blender I have has a stick in the middle that has like 3 levels of blades.
I mean, that's fancy.
It's great, but it doesn't vortex. This. Yeah. So you don't get like, if you were to run like spinach through it, you wouldn't get like spinach cream. You would have like little flakes of spinach instead of. Like,
I just have the blender that you gave me a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, that one might work.
It might. Yeah, you can use it if you need to.
But yeah. So, but I did get one of my miniature painting, half of that done, and then I dry brushed all my other stuff today. So,
nice.
Yeah, I'm all set for another like month or so of painting, and then I won't have anything to paint, so I'll have to print.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. Welcome to Hobby Talk.
Yeah. Hobby Talk.
I watched Reservoir Dogs for the first time last night.
You've never seen it before?
I've never seen it before.
It's a good one. It's good, huh?
I was thoroughly impressed by how good you can make a movie in one location.
Oh, yeah. Reservoir Dogs.
Holy shit.
It's a fun one, man.
Like, man, the dialogue was so good. The acting was so good.
Yeah. You'll never hear that song differently.
Never.
It'll always be slightly uncomfortable for you when you hear it again.
I was hard during that scene.
But yeah, Reservoir Dogs, if you haven't seen it,
good.
Check it out. It's a fun movie.
You could I love the moments, it's Tarantino. So I just love when you can tell he's just holding the camera because he needs the shot exactly right. And you can just see him like walking around shooting. And you can tell it's that like 35 millimeter film camera.
That's great, dude. I watched that one in Germany on a train.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck. No, I was very pleasantly surprised by it. Like I knew I was going to like it.
It's a good one.
I'm a basic white man. I loved Quentin Tarantino movies. Yeah. So
hate him as a man.
Yeah, terrible person.
I fucking
fantastic
love his movies.
Yeah. And the way he frames, just like I know I'm just sucking his cock.
Suck his toes. You're sucking
now I'm just sucking his toes.
Yeah.
And he's the way he like gets too close on some shots to make you feel uncomfortable, and some shots are just too far away, and the scenes
shots.
last for just too long. Yeah. But it always pays off.
That's great.
Like there's always a moment where they're like, "Come on, let's get to it," but then it like hits, and it couldn't have hit without that space in between.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Make some good movies.
And never seen more convincing men crying.
Yeah. Now you need to watch American Psycho.
I've seen American Psycho.
Oh, yeah, you've watched it. You just haven't finished the book.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
All right.
Hell yes.
I guess we should talk about the episode.
I guess we'll get into it.
No, that wasn't as long as I thought. We're good. We're not like 25 minutes in. We're at like 14.
10. Oh, okay.
14 is perfect.
That works.
It's like, we're 35 minutes in, and then we're going to do a 10-minute episode on top. We've definitely done that before.
Yeah.
Let us know your favorite episode that we've done that in.
Yeah. Let us know your favorite throwaway episode. Like you can't say any that involves sweet tea because those are
not throwaways.
No. Oh, they're not throwaways.
No, we planned. We worked with his agent
Very, very well thought out
for
episode
months
for
to
each
get
one.
him in. All right. So, turns out Mississippi has a very interesting history of weird shit happening.
I suppose it makes sense.
It's a weird state.
Yeah.
Mississippi listeners, let us know your favorite cousin to fuck. So, as you know, last episode we talked about the Phantom Barber, which the social media posts I thought were awesome. If you haven't seen them,
dude,
check them out. They're like, there's some creepy ass ones, and we got the pictures of the girls who had their haircut.
Yeah.
Found the pictures of them, got
Yup.
those posted.
I forgot to send all those.
It's
I always
okay.
do.
We found 'em.
I always forget to send them.
That's all right. So, October 11th, 1973. What is this? 30 years, roughly, after your stuff? After Phantom Barber?
Phantom Barber, yeah, it was like
'Cause it was
40s,
World War II.
and then he was, I think, arrested in like 1951, right around there. So, 20, 30 years after.
Yeah, shit didn't go back to normal.
Yeah, right? No one was able to sleep again.
Yeah, so
Pascagoula was fucked
Pascagoula
forever.
continues to be fucked. In fact, their official state website for this event is unlisted right now.
Oh,
There's a link. There are links to it on their websites. Every link I click on goes to a dead page.
what the fuck? Really?
It's a conspiracy theory.
Oh, that's fine.
Conspiracy theory.
It's
Okay.
a conspiracy theory episode, baby.
No. The why the link is down is the conspiracy. This event happened.
Oh, okay.
So Calvin Parker, age of 19, and Charles Hickson, age of 42.
Carl and Chuck.
Carl and Chuck, they're friends. They're fishing buddies. It's Calvin's first day on the job, and I vaguely remember reading that he was actually working, he got the job because of something Charles did. I don't know if Charles worked there as well, or if he just helped him get the job, but it was first day on the job.
Oh, yeah.
They have a nice work day.
Hell yeah.
After work comes around, it's
Fishing
the
trip.
70s, it's Mississippi. They go on a fishing trip.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You
They're
said
like, hey, let's go.
Calvin and Charles, correct?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to call them Chuck and Cal.
Oh, I was going to say Calvin and Hobbs.
Yeah. One is a
He's a
plush
stuffed tiger.
yeah.
The scary door. Behind this door is a
This-
stuffed tiger.
The scary door.
Charles, the whole time, has been a stuffed tiger. I should have done that. So, yeah, they went out fishing, and they went to this. It's their spot. It's
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, yeah, they know their spot.
They know their spot, and there's like this shipyard. There's a little pier that kind of goes out from it. It's abandoned. But it's technically private property.
Nice.
But
Even
they
better.
hit the little pier. They get to go out on the Mississippi River, and they just go fishing. And there've been times when they've been told by the fuzz to leave,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but
I suppose that
in
makes
general,
sense.
they're not
Private
hurting.
property, but
they
yeah,
know
you're just
all
fishing.
the sheriffs by name because it's small town Mississippi.
It's the 70s.
It's the 70s.
Fuck it.
So they're out fishing. They're having a pretty good time. Around about 6 p.m., sun's starting to go down. It's fall. And Calvin notices some blue lights kind of reflecting off the river.
Oh, shit, it's a fuzz.
He turns to Chuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cal turns to Chuck.
Well, shit, Chucky. Looks like we got to answer some questions with the old blue.
He said something closer to, see, look, you're going to get me in trouble.
God damn it, Chuck, you fucking idiot.
Also, Cal had fantastic sideburns.
Hell yeah.
70s sideburns,
Fucking
fantastic.
sexy.
So sexy. Also, he's getting married in a month.
Oh, shit.
He's engaged.
Man, leaving Chuck just to put the pieces back together.
Yep.
Fishing
And-
won't be
yeah.
the same once you get married, Calvin.
Your bitch of a wife's gonna not let you come out here and suck my dick anymore.
All right. Won't be able to masturbate back to back no more, Calvin.
Well, hey, make that look like you look like a fish.
Yeah.
So he and they're kind of like joking, like, nah, it's fine, whatever. And
Old Mary Sue's gonna be furious if I got to talk to the cops again.
yeah, he turns to look towards the lights, and they're not coming from behind. They're coming from over the river.
Oh,
It's like, oh, that's a little weird.
yeah.
And he looks up, and there are two bright blue lights kind of in the clouds.
Police plane.
And it's a police plane. It's in a, yeah, they're in one of those.
Police helicopter. Duh.
Yeah. And it gets so bright as it comes down out of the clouds that it's almost blindingly bright.
Jesus.
He estimates roughly 80 feet long,
Okay.
roughly the shape of a football, but so bright it's like
Man, leave it to
squinting
Calvin
his eyes.
to describe it as
A football.
shape of football.
It's like it's as long as I can throw a football, and it looks like a football.
Somebody goes, so it was oblong shaped. He goes, yeah, it was like 80 feet long.
Yeah.
Like oblong? Yeah, it was long. 80 feet, I think.
Yeah.
That's as high as I can count. There's no bigger number than 80.
Yep. And it made almost no noise, but a slight hiss as it came down.
Okay, yeah.
And it's coming towards them. And it's pretty quick.
Police planes are crazy, dude.
Yeah. Amphibious police planes.
Yeah. Lands on the fucking water.
Ooh. Yeah, it fucking lands down.
Yeah,
and then it
little
cuts their
skid
fishing lines and then takes
yeah.
off.
It's the farmer. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
them goddamn kids are fishing on my property again.
Snip, snip, flies
Phyllis,
away.
give me the keys to the plane.
Give me the plane keys and the loppers.
Give me the plane keys to the loppers. Go give me one that push starts. Need you to start the propeller for
Give
me.
it the crank.
Yeah. Phyllis out there spinning the propeller in the front.
Yeah.
Spin it faster, Phyllis.
Put your back into it.
God damn it.
I prefer this way, actually. This is way better. That's the story. We're done. So yeah, this thing comes down, and Calvin remembers that when it was kind of getting close to them, it was almost like a switch was flipped in his brain, and it became very surreal. And I don't know how to describe that in any other way than saying it became very surreal.
Because he pissed himself and went,
'Cause he
them are
pissed
goddamn
himself.
aliens.
Yeah, it's them Greys.
One of them goddamn UFOs.
Those one of them Roswells. So
Jesus.
it starts coming down. He says they are paralyzed in fear, or just paralyzed. Like, who knows?
Yeah, they were both immediately quadriplegic paralyzed.
Yeah. They
They
suddenly
didn't
couldn't
snip the
feel
lines.
anything
The
beneath
guy
the
flying past
tit level.
snipped their fucking cerebral
Yeah,
cortex.
their spine.
Yeah.
Um,
God. Chuck,
yeah,
I can't feel nothing below my neck.
Just a brief aside, XCOM 2 was on sale at the Steam Summer Sale for about $3. So I
shit.
bought it.
Hell yeah.
It's super fun.
It's way better than the first.
I never
It's a
played
lot
the
of fun.
first, so I just jumped in the second.
The first is good.
I've gotten 2 full squads of people killed.
Oh, okay, hell yeah.
I think I'm playing on too high of a difficulty. I was like, I played Wasteland 3 on normal. Let's go high.
You should just restart entirely and then download the Long War mod for it, because it's way more in depth and it makes the game so much more overly complex.
Okay, I
so
kind
that
of
you
love
don't even
mods
understand, like,
that make them
it is
overly
impossible
complex.
to tell what is not vanilla in the game because it's so well integrated, but it's just massive. It feels
Okay.
like you're playing
Long War
it
mode?
feels like you're playing Risk.
Okay,
and
I'm in. I'm in. That's
XCOM.
all you had to say.
Yeah. And
Risk.
like
8
it's
hours of a board game?
dude,
Fuck yeah.
it's nuts. The amount of shit that's added for it is fucking stupid.
I didn't even know you could
And
mod XCOM 2.
It increases the squad sizes.
Fuck. That's
so you
good.
can. So I think
I
I'm
want-
going with like eight.
I want
8 people at once. Yeah.
Does it let me zoom out anymore? Because there's almost no
I think
fucking zoom out.
you should see if there.
There might be a mod for it. Because I just want to zoom out a little bit more.
Yeah. It's not a game that's like you have to play it once vanilla. Like
No.
this is one where it's like just play it
I
fucking
just wanna shoot
modded, and
aliens.
it's gonna like I think I put like 50 hours in, and I'm not even like halfway through. Like
Hell
I
yeah.
played so much of it, so much so that I was like, I think I'm good on this game now. because of how complex
Hell
it
yeah.
got. You'd
All
fucking
right.
love it.
Welcome to Hobby Talk.
Yeah.
All
Back
right.
to Hobby Talk.
Sorry.
Now back to Pascagoula.
Yeah, back to Pascagoula.
And now a word from our sponsors.
War
2K
War
Games.
Thunder.
Check out the Steam Summer Sale.
Yeah. Speed paints.
Oh, God.
Our Army Painter.
Yeah.
Citadel.
You may have heard of plaster in Paris and toilet paper, but
Just
have
wait
you
till
heard
you
of
hear about
something?
Sculpta-Mode. Yeah.
Just the better version, the easier thing.
Wait, this is starting to sound like an actual.
Yeah, I know. God.
All right, so
We're just shouting out all of the things we wish would sponsor us.
yeah.
All right, back to Pascagoula.
Back to Pascagoula.
So,
this
aliens.
craft is coming down towards them. They're paralyzed in fear,
80 feet long,
shitting
shaped
themselves
like a football.
Exactly. Those are the only two things that Calvin knows about.
They're paralyzed now.
Yes, they're paraplegics now, and so it kind of it lands.
On the water?
No,
Oh, just okay.
maybe it might have just hovered. I don't actually
Well,
know.
it's
let's say it lands.
It hovered above the water, but
That
then
is
it
cooler.
has, but
Actually,
then it has one of
yeah.
those cool little like like
the door.
platforms.
Yeah.
that goes to the shore.
No,
right
see,
in front
they
of
don't
them.
need a door because the door or the platform.
Oh, okay.
Because the door opens and 3 creatures come out and they are floating above the ground.
Jesus Christ, Heavenly Father,
Latter-day
and the
Saints.
Holy Ghost.
Oh, and I mean the Holy Ghost.
The Godhead walked out
Yeah.
of the Super Bowl 62 football that just landed in front of them.
So these 3 things float down from the craft. They're about 1.5 feet off the bank,
Oh, okay.
floating towards them.
Hell yeah.
And they can't move. And they describe these guys as gray, wrinkly skin, but like it kind of looks like a mummy.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
you'll
say
see
like
it
a
on
ball,
on
like
the
a gray
Instagram
ball
and
sack?
in the blue sky,
Like an old white man's nutsack.
kind of. And they have slits for mouth, no eyes, a
Oh.
weird shaped head, and like no neck. Like it just straight up out of the,
Creepy.
and it kind of curves. I'll show you a picture.
There's an alien, and I know you're not going to like it. It's going to be the most horrifying thing that you'll ever see. But there's an alien abduction, like, scene from a movie that I need to show you because it is
What
done
movie?
so perfectly. I don't remember. It's going to be forever until I can find it. But it is one of the most fucking spooky. I think your print just failed.
Oh fuck!
No, it was the tube.
Oh, God.
I gotta fix this shit.
This is the bad version, but it does the skin.
Oh shit! Oh, Chuck was way older than I thought. What the fuck?
No, that's being 42 in 1973.
Oh fuck!
Did I say 42? I don't know how old
I
it
don't
was.
know.
I already
but
said it.
They are the
This is a
same
better-
age.
No, they're not. He's 19.
that thing's
Cal is
creepy.
19.
Isn't
it creepy?
Gross. Yeah, that's nasty.
And look at this. You can kind of see the sideburns. He's kind of a
I could see
fucking
the
stud.
I could see the sideburns. He's a hottie. I'm not surprised he's getting married. Just gotta get him
Getting
off
married
the,
and abducted.
yeah, gotta get him off the streets before somebody
Yeah.
else does.
He's 42 in that picture, by the way.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's a rough 42.
God damn, dude.
All right, where was I? I had to scroll up to get back to the age. Oh yeah,
You were describing them.
one Cal said, but it almost had a neck and appeared more feminine, whatever that means to him. He didn't describe it.
So
So there were 3 of them. So I think it just had like the waist on their waist and on the neck
a
instead
little
of straight.
hourglass figure.
Little
for a
hourglass
neck.
figure.
The movie I was referencing is called Fire in the Sky.
I love
for those
Fire
of-
in the Sky.
You've seen it?
My mother knows the guy, knew the guy.
Oh, okay.
Grew up near the guy's
remember the
cousin or something
abduction
like that.
scene?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that was the one that I was referring to. That one probably gave you nightmares.
Oh yeah, 100%. That
it-
one fueled my fear.
I showed it to Abby, and she was like, "I don't like this at all." And I was like, "Yeah, it's fucking terrifying."
And it's apparently pretty damn close
I would assume.
to what he described. Yeah,
Okay, good to
that
know.
was-
Good to know. Yeah, it's
I've got an
every
in.
every
Not
once in
really,
a
but-
while. I'll just search scariest alien scene,
and it pulls
I'll
up Watcher
find
in
it,
the Woods by Disney.
and I'll see their nasty little like humanoid faces, and I'm like, "Oh God!" and I'll just watch it again. So I'm
So
like, ooh.
imagine that
just
scene
creepy.
as
I
I'm
love it.
describing what happens to them,
That's what I'm doing.
but with this shape of guy.
No. I'm going to
Okay.
imagine this scene just the whole
So-
time. I'm not even going to pay attention to you. I'm just
You're
going to recount the events of this
your eyes.
scene.
His eye,
Yeah.
audience. His eyes have rolled back into
Yeah.
his head. He is no
I'm
longer
just
with
twitching.
us. So he describes their hands as mitten or crab-like,
Oh, like little Bernie Sanders mittens.
like a Dr. Zoidberg.
Yeah.
Is my comparison. I think this was a Dr. Zoidberg sighting, but it's when he doesn't have a shell on,
Yeah.
so he's all wrinkly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they came down, and this specifically is from Calvin's point of view.
Okay.
The abduction part itself.
Yeah.
They came down to him, and one of them, with its claw, grabbed his arm, and right when they touched his arm, it hurt intensely,
Ouch.
and then he was completely numb.
Oh, that's good.
So he thinks he may have been injected with something, like it hurt going in, and then he just
It's like
fully
licking a poison toad.
yeah.
It was just the contact. He wasn't injected. He just touched
It's just
with
ooze. It's
Yeah.
the ooze. Yeah. And all of a sudden, he goes from complete terror to completely calm,
Oh, that's good. That's fine.
and he and Charles get floated with the beings towards the door, and he
shit.
sees it all. Charles describes the feeling of floating as conscious but paralyzed.
Oh, okay. Well, I did not expect something so well thought out to come out of Chuck's mouth. Good for
Well,
you, Chuck.
he's been around for twice as long as the
This
other
is
guy.
his fourth abduction.
Yeah, it is Pascagoula. They get abducted every evening.
That's why he doesn't have hair on top of his head, because it was taken by the
Yeah, they took it.
barber at a young age.
It's a sample every
Yeah.
time. So they're taken into the craft down a hallway, and it seems like at this point they may have been separated. I'm not sure if they were put in the same room, but Calvin describes it as a sterile white room with a glass table in the middle,
Okay.
like an exam table, and he's laid flat onto this glass table, and it seems like the creatures leave, and there's almost no noise. Every once in a while, there's like a small click.
Yeah.
And then above him, just out of the ceiling, no seam lines or anything, it's just a cube of stuff, just of the wall material, drops down for a couple of seconds, and then goes back up.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
And he's like, that's really weird, but I'm super calm right now, so I guess this is
They were
fine.
just testing his gravity.
He said the clicking reminded him of an MRI, but it wasn't nearly as loud.
Oh, okay. That's creepy.
It was just weird.
Yeah.
And then out of the wall, there was this circle kind of thing on the wall, kind of towards his feet at the end of the table. And out of it came an eye. He describes it as an eye.
Yeah.
And it's floating around the room, and it's looking at him.
I fucking love that.
And it's looking at him, and then the creatures are kind of there again, and they're kind of like touching him and like rolling his arm around and like just looking at every part of him, like an exam.
Yeah.
Have you gone to the doctor and they like feel your lymph nodes?
Yeah, it's
Kind of like that.
Yeah, but more invasive.
But, and with claws.
Yeah.
With lobster
Yeah.
claws.
So I feel like the thing that's really hard to like, it helps me really get into the mood for these, and it's because of that video, is instead of imagining stuff that like you would like that you can put words to, when people describe this stuff, imagine it as something that you could never describe.
Exactly.
Like when you're like, oh, the eye out of the wall, you're like, oh yeah, like for me immediately my brain was like, oh yeah, like a mechanical, like it's like an eye that like a twisty little eye. And then I'm like, no. Something I don't understand, and it immediately just turns to like fleshy.
Yeah.
And it's
it
like
turns kind of horror.
in that scene from Fire in the Sky, the thing that's so scary about all of it, and I don't mean to take away from like any of your stuff. At one point, like they're like he's floating down this hallway, and he's like being chased, and then they catch him, and they put him on like a stone slab, and they put a blanket over him, like a very thin looking sheet that they like place over the top of him.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it contracts and it holds him in place, and he can't fucking breathe. He's like, and so their weird little alien hands go over and grab what looks like it could be a scalpel, but it's just something that's shaped slightly like a scalpel, but not. And they like cut a little hole open for him to breathe. And it's like, fuck. Like, it's just shit that you would never, ever be able to explain or understand what the fuck any of this stuff is.
Yeah, it's really hard to describe.
Any of that is, like, imagine you're in that place. It's like, I don't know what the fuck that, like, it was a cube. That's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, it's just a cube that came down. Like,
and it was an eyeball that floated around the room, and they're like, oh, like a mechanical eye? And it's like, no, I can't just, it was an eye.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain this.
Because
they
so
don't
hard.
have them.
They don't have
the
when you experience something that is not normal.
Yeah, there's no way to
There's
describe
no
it.
real way to describe it with this high strangeness.
Yeah.
That's what is considered within like the paranormal realm or stuff like that. It's a high strangeness of the event. But when you write it down and tell people about it, it'll never quite
do it
get
justice
across.
because you were fucking traumatized in the moment, and so it's like you're not going to be like, oh yes, it was a slightly like spherical humanoid eyeball. Like, no, get the fuck out of here.
They said it's an eye.
Yeah, he's fucking
And
terrified.
they've gone with
these.
like after this event and everything. They did do like crime scene or what is that called?
Like
where
CSI kind of shit.
No, where you have somebody draw the
yeah.
perpetrator based on your description. They did stuff like that. And that's where we get some of the like alien descriptions and
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
And I think that's the only way to actually get this stuff through the medium of like filmmaking. Because like Fire in the Sky, I could be completely wrong, but I remember that the person involved was involved with making the movie.
I don't know. I haven't. I need
but
to watch
I don't know
the
if
whole thing. It's been forever since I've watched.
I don't want to spread misinformation. In the
It wouldn't surprise me.
sky.
I think it was.
I thought so. God, the first image that popped
It's
up was
that
his
alien?
face
Yeah.
sucked under the blanket.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And the little alien faces, they're just like so void of like emotion. And
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the guy who it happened to is like one of the like background actors.
probably.
I think so.
It sounds familiar.
I'm pretty sure. God, I need to rewatch this.
Same.
Fuck. All right, that's next movie night. Let's get really drunk.
No, let's get really high
That's too scary.
for you.
Yeah. I'm the one.
Yeah. This is your
Yes,
horror.
yeah. The real Travis Walton is the guy. Is one of the townspeople when they're talking about his disappearance.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's terrifying. If that was me who underwent that, I would not be in a movie about it. That's terrifying.
Stop looking at stuff for it. You need to finish your episode. You're getting derailed on Fire in the Sky. Stop reading about
I do
it.
believe he. Okay. No. He says the movie somewhat misrepresents his experience.
Oh, I see. That's too bad.
Yeah, basically saying that they kind of made it a little flashier than the
I
actual
see.
event. We should get his book on it because after the movie came out, he then wrote the book Fire in the Sky.
Oh, and kind of broke down
And like his actual
version of events. Well, I shouldn't say his version, but
his more
experience,
realistic telling of the story.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry for the derailing. Let's see. So yeah, The Eye came out. Calvin wrote in his book in 2018, Pascagoula, The Closest Encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Then in 2019, he wrote Pascagoula, The Story Continues, where I'll tell you
fucking
about that.
sequel. Jesus Christ.
He did, but it makes sense why he wrote the sequel.
Oh, okay.
Basically, yeah, the cube drops out of the ceiling, and then this is the weirdest thing. And this only happened to him. This did not happen. Charles did not remember anything about this. But after the cube dropped out, the eye is looking at him. Everybody's like touching him. They kind of leave. Mm-hmm. And a human-looking woman walks out.
This is his wife.
Yeah, it's his wife. This has all been a faith test.
Yeah, right.
To see if he'll
she's like, your
cheat
cock
on
didn't
her
get
while
hard.
on psilocybin. I don't know.
Well, Calvin, your cock didn't get hard while those aliens are touching you, so I guess we can get married. You did well. I do.
I do.
The fucking
That's
pastor walks
There's a
out.
pastor, yeah.
He's got claws.
Yeah. He was the alien. It's like, you want me to feel up this man who's on drugs and pretend like I'm an alien? You had me at feel up this man on drugs.
We were just making sure you're Christian circumcised.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, they'd use their claws to circumcise you.
As is the Christian
The Christian tradition.
The Christian.
Yeah, Christian.
Let's see. So this lady came out, and he said it was like, I think it's not a direct quote, but it's pretty damn close, is, if I was a single guy and saw her at a bar, I'd buy her a drink.
Oh, okay.
So, like, attractive, but kind of off.
Beautiful but unsettling woman.
Yeah. Perfect. There are two of those in this house. Right?
Very true.
Yeah.
And both are us.
And both are me.
Yeah, both are you.
So the only thing that he's like, for sure, I know this is off, is that her two middle fingers, the middle and the ring finger,
were fused,
are too long.
Oh.
They're way too long. They're like 2 inches too long.
Whoa.
She walks over and fingers him.
Oh, like
in the throat.
Oh, okay. I was like,
she sticks those two long fingers down his throat.
Okay.
And he gets immediately hard. No, probably. No, he starts gagging, and she pulls the fingers out, and there's just blood
coming out of his mouth,
all over her hand, like more than you would think, even if she was like scratching him on the way down.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a lot of memories after that beyond.
Well, because of all the blood loss.
Maybe 45 minutes or so has passed, and the things crab claw their arms and float them back down to the bank.
Yeah. Really what actually happened was Chuck slipped something into Calvin's drink. Slipped him a lot of fucking acid. This is the 70s. And then he throat fucked Calvin until he bled. And when Calvin came to, Chuck was like, "We were picked up by aliens, Calvin." Alien. He's like, what the fuck?
He made sure to open the centerfold of a nudie mag and hold it over just in case he opened his eyes. Yeah. That's the lady.
Chuck hid the crab costume that he was wearing.
Yeah. It's the only way it works nowadays.
I'm about to get as hard as a crab shell.
Jesus. So the craft speeds off into the night super fast. And they're obviously a little shook up.
Calvin just turns to Chuck and goes, "I don't think that was the police, Chuck."
Yeah, probably. Something like that. And Chuck's rocking back and forth.
Chuck's like, "I don't even remember what happened to me."
Oh, God. So they immediately are like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
They go to Calvin's car, brand new car. All the windows are shattered, but still in place.
Whoa.
Which is pretty weird.
That's fucking weird.
When they open the door, the glass just falls. Like, it's that fragile.
Oh, okay.
And it's the 70s, so the glass was just regular window pane, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Immediately in the car, driving to town, Calvin's like, "I do not want to talk about this. Let's not tell anybody about this.
Boo.
I just want to go home."
He's like, "Oh, no, my fiancée might not want to marry me.
I don't know what this is."
Shut up, Calvin.
And it took some talking, but Charles was kind of like, "No, we should, like, call the police. There's an Air Force base nearby. Let's call the military." Like, We're being invaded.
Yeah.
We got to call the
What the
police.
fuck are the police gonna do, Chuck?
Yeah. I'm a cop. So he convinces him. They call Keesler Air Force Base. Keesler Air Force Base says, we stopped Operation Blue Book. Call the local sheriff.
Yeah.
Or Project Blue Book, not Operation.
I was
Project
like,
Blue Book.
whoa, operation.
Yeah. We stopped, like, doing the UFO stuff. Call the local sheriff. They called the sheriff.
Didn't.
Sheriff handles this perfectly. Sheriff hears the story and says, these guys are after money or they're drunk as shit.
Yeah.
So he goes
Bunch of
to him
goddamn hippies out there sucking each other's cocks, taking drugs.
on the sippy.
Yeah, goddamn phonies.
So he gets them separate,
You were trespassing, you little shits.
interviews them separately,
Uh-huh.
which is perfect. That's exactly what you want to do to see if the details line up.
Yeah.
Okay, he goes, details lined up.
Oh.
Let's go to the next step. That's not anything. Maybe they just rehearse their story really well.
Mm-hmm.
So then he says, you guys hang out here. I got to go do some stuff. I'll be back and talk to you later.
Fucking rips off a mask and he's one of the aliens.
He's the alien. Well, he notices that the ring finger and the middle finger
Yeah.
are really long and bloody
Yeah. He goes
and cummy.
He goes back and he's like, they remember we need to do it again.
Yeah, do it again now.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah. Do it till they forget.
Oh, God. So they put him in a room. Sheriff leaves, goes to his office because they put a secret microphone in that room. They just had a room bugged
Hell
because
yeah.
it's the police station
Mississippi,
in the
yeah.
70s.
What are they going to do?
You could do that.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, this is how we're going to get him. Because they'd be like, oh, we got him. We convinced him how to go. No, the entire time. And this audio is now released. I listened to part of it.
Okay.
They're 100% just so traumatized.
It was that night that they went and talked to
That
the
night.
police?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Which is perfect.
Yeah.
That's how you have to
fucking
investigate shit like
rough.
this.
Yeah.
And they're saying, like, Calvin's saying, we got to hide this, like, from the press. I don't want anybody to know. I don't want to be interviewed by anybody. You know, I hope my family's okay. I hope your family's okay. Chuck's like, God, I hope my family's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we should be talking to anybody about this. And just like, what the hell was that? Did you see that? What the fuck was that? Why would, one direct quote is, why would God let us see something like this?
Oh, Jesus.
They were fucked up.
Yeah, for real.
Obviously. Like, I would start shooting my guns into the sky. Like,
Did they do like a talk screen on him or anything?
passed. Clear. No drugs.
Fuck yeah.
They weren't
I
even drunk.
fucking- hell yeah.
No
Good.
booze in the system.
Perfect.
They immediately, after they were left in the room for a while, they were given polygraphs, vocal stress tests, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Obviously, polygraphs are
Yeah, but
not great, but it's something.
at the time they were like, this is
the thing.
This is what we do.
Yeah, they passed everything, and they were just, the sheriff just describes them as being shook up. Just
being
completely rattled by this event. Obviously.
Yeah.
But sheriff did his job as an investigator. Somehow, I think it was Charles. I don't know how. The story gets leaked.
Oh, no, it was 100% one of the
It was
other
the sheriff.
cops. It was one
It
of the
was-
other cops that was there.
Absolutely. Story gets leaked, and with how rigorous the sheriff was in the investigation, with how weird it was, it goes worldwide.
Really?
The story hits the big time.
Jesus.
Golden age of serial killers and plane hijackings,
Yeah.
and the
And
UFO
fucking
abduction
UFO sightings,
from
yeah.
Pascagoula, Mississippi goes worldwide.
Damn.
They are inundated with reviews, or with requests.
What year was this again?
73.
73, okay.
They're inundated with requests to be interviewed for magazine articles, for newspaper articles. They go on some talk shows.
Jesus.
And at this point, Calvin had agreed with Charles to just say, I passed out, I don't remember the abduction, but I can remember the before and after.
Oh,
Because
so-
he didn't want to be involved.
Yeah.
He was like, I just don't want to be involved at all. So at this point, you'll see earlier reports. He just said, I was passed out. I didn't know anything about the abduction.
And then he was like, oh, wait, I can write a book about
Wasn't
this.
until 2018 that he wrote the book.
Jesus.
73 to 2018. And it's an interesting reason why he actually decided at that point. But yeah, story goes out. They do some early talk shows. And Calvin pretty quickly gets fired from his job because
Shit.
every day he goes into work, there are dozens of reporters just trying to get a piece of him.
Damn.
And the boss is like,
Man,
we can't even get our trucks in and out of here. Like,
I fucking hate that.
it's horrible.
I like interviews. I like being able to get the information from the people
Yes.
that
But don't-
had those experiences, but you're
Don't
genuinely
paparazzi
you're
them.
ruining their lives.
Yeah.
I mean,
Call
even for
them.
like celebrities, it's like just leave people alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't need pictures of Justin Bieber walking in and out of a fucking like
H&M.
diner.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like leave these people alone,
Seriously.
man.
It's not worth it. Yeah,
For like him to just literally repeat what he's done in all of these interviews. I don't know. I passed out, and they're like, "Oh my god!" Like, write that down. Put that down.
what did the
Now-
people look like?
Now
Did
get
they
a
have
peop-
crab
now get
claws?
a picture of him, and he's just like, "Dude, it's the same." I'm just going to tell you the same
Yeah.
fucking thing I've told everybody.
So
Okay,
it's
well, we'll be
a-
back
yeah.
to bug you again tomorrow. It's like, what the fuck?
Charles liked the attention. He did some speaking tours.
Aw,
He wrote
Chuck.
some books. He's into it.
That's how people would bug in a
I think so.
cow. Because Chuck was built for the limelight.
Oh, yeah. That hairline? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Calvin never wanted any kind of attention from this. And both of them, throughout the years, were investigated by people who were trying to confirm their story, people trying to deny their story. They never changed their story,
Damn.
except for in
I passed
2018
out,
with his
yeah.
book,
Oh, I see. Okay.
where he corroborated a lot of the details, but also had kind of his own stuff going on. But it was Calvin moved town, changed his name
Jesus.
in public. They did end up getting married. He had to go town to town, get different jobs, especially in the early years.
Jesus.
Before, like, he had a mental breakdown at one point.
I bet.
He divorced his wife, and then they like got remarried very quickly because of the mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Where he was like, "I'm leaving you. I gotta whatever.
I'm losing it.
I'm losing everything." And then they got remarried, and the wife has actually been the reason why he eventually came out with the book.
Oh, okay.
So what had happened is sometime after the year 2000, I'm not sure exactly when, somebody that he knew from his hometown passed away.
Okay.
So he went to the funeral. And he signed his real name because that's the name that guy would have known him from and the family would have known him from.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there in the funeral, and all of a sudden, people are reading the guest book and saying, "Oh, he's here. Oh my gosh, it's him. We got to get pictures of him. Does anybody know where he is?
Fuck.
What does he look like? Does anybody remember?" And he's like, "These guys care more about me for this experience in 1973 than this dead guy. I'm leaving."
Jesus.
And they leave the funeral.
Wow.
And on the way home, his wife is like, "These people want to know. They're not going to leave you alone until they know. You should just write a book.
Yeah.
Like, just write a book. I'll help you."
Yeah.
He ends up going with a publisher and signs in a contract. You cannot change anything. If I spelled it wrong, if I have bad grammar, you have to keep it in the book. You have to publish it
Holy
as
shit.
is.
Yeah. No editing.
No editing
Wow.
on your part. And the
Okay.
guy and
Hell
the
yeah.
publisher was like, "Oh yeah, this was
Yeah, dude.
50 years ago, and people still want to know."
People are still obsessed. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to know this shit. So he does it. He publishes the first book. And after that, people come out, and it turns out there are more witnesses to this event.
To that specific event.
That specific event.
Oh shit.
There were, at this point, I mean, who knows, because the public was so well publicized that a lot of people could be, "Well, I read the books, so I can just say I was on the other side of the river and I saw the blue light."
Yeah.
So the actual like paranormal investigators they took interviews of people who have corroborating details but also have other witnesses.
Oh, okay.
So like there was some lady on the other side of the river that night who saw the guys being floated up to the ship.
Oh, shit.
And then the ship leaving and then coming back about an hour later and dropping them off.
Oh, shit.
And then
I always like the
being
idea
there.
of, I know that this isn't the case in this one, but like the time loss thing where they're like, we were in there for like what felt like 3 days. And it's like, other people are like, yeah, the
Yes.
ship was here for 3 seconds kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's
lost
like,
time.
whoa.
Yes, I love that. Those
that
stories.
shit's wild.
All
to
right,
me.
I'll do some of those in the future because
those
I
ones are
love
crazy.
lost time. So yeah, really interesting. There's been some documentaries for it. The most recent one just came out January this year.
Oh,
It's called Pascagoula 73. It's a 4-part miniseries. It's got the last interviews that both of these guys did. They're dead now.
shit. I'm so fucking intrigued.
It's on Amazon Prime, but fuck Amazon Prime. You can watch it for free on Roku, on the Roku website.
oh, okay.
Pascagoula 73. I watched parts of it. I jumped around a little bit because I found it when I was done with my notes.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
I'm going to watch it.
Oh, God. That's a fucking creepy,
Yeah.
like, poster art for it.
It's
Fuck
pretty
that.
fucking weird. They do
Okay.
some weird shit, but I'm going to watch it, see how it is. But based on some other reports at the time, just by searching like newspaper shit from the area, within 6 days, well, within a week or two, a week before and a week after this event, there were multiple strange lights in the skies, UFO,
Yeah.
weird experiences all over Mississippi. And in fact, 6 days after this, there was a story of a guy. It was in a newspaper. A guy who got abducted along with his truck.
Whoa.
Like he was driving his truck. He gets abducted. He gets put back down, doesn't get the truck back, never finds the truck. Cops don't find the truck. And it got zero press compared to these
Jesus.
two guys. Because by the time that came out, these guys were the headline.
Yeah. Guy's like, but goddamn, I need my
I
truck
need my
money.
goddamn truck. My Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, multi-state UFO flapped. Dozens of sightings within a couple of days. As I said, they're both dead now. And I'll leave you with this one note. 1973 was the last year that the CIA was officially running MK Ultra. Dun, 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 dun.
Shit.
Unsolved Mysteries music here. No, that's
No, I know.
that's
I'm just
fine.
doing
Oh
it.
yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's how it goes.
I don't know. I've never watched Unsolved
You've
Mysteries.
never watched?
Because it makes me mad. Because they're unsolved.
No, they have updates now.
Oh. I didn't know
Actually,
that.
okay.
It's literally in the title, Unsolved Mystery,
okay,
and I'm like,
end
fuck
of,
that.
So the whole point of Unsolved Mysteries was, yeah, Unsolved Mysteries, but somebody in the audience might know something that could
I
solve
see.
it.
Yeah.
So watch the episode, call in if you know something, and if anything comes from this,
I
we will
see.
re-release the story with an update
Oh, okay.
in the
Yeah,
future.
I never
so,
got
okay,
into it because of the
YouTube,
title.
I think on the Film Rise YouTube channel, they have every episode, every Robert Stack episode.
Okay. Oh,
And,
yeah.
and no shame to Dennis Farina. Dennis Farina did a fine job, but Robert Stack was the OG announcer. Fucking awesome.
Good to know. Is it like a TV show? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
TV show, multiple like stories
Unsolved
per episode
Mysteries.
with recreations, but
Oh,
the recreations
okay.
often
Really well
use
done.
friends and family members from the real event and police from the real event. They
Okay,
interview
cool.
people who were involved directly.
I'll check it out. When did
And-
it come? Like, when was this show? Recent?
80s,
Is it-
90s,
Oh, okay.
and then they're doing new seasons now.
With the new guy. Okay.
It was like 4 episodes in the last season.
Oh, okay.
But it's really good.
I'll check it out. It
It's
sounds
worth
fun.
watching it on the Film Rise like YouTube channel because the people who own the rights to Unsolved Mysteries, Film Rise, have put in updated updates at the end, more modern updates.
Oh, okay,
They're not
cool.
perfectly up to date, but
Yeah,
they're
but more information.
more
rather
than when that episode came out in
Yeah.
1993.
Yeah.
It's more like
Oh, that's
2010, 2015.
That's sick. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
So cool. I love that show. So that
Okay,
show
okay.
plus playing XCOM made me do a UFO episode.
Perfect. Hell yeah.
Which for the people who stick around to the end, One of my greatest fears is being abducted, and I don't even believe in aliens.
It's true. This is true.
It's just the whole like abductee experience is so terrifying.
It's unsettling. It's spooky.
Especially the Fire in the Sky version.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Just look up worst Fire in the Sky scene and you'll find it.
Yeah. I'm going to pull it up while you're doing this outro.
Yeah. Well, for those of you who are interested, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/points-o-pressure. You get an exclusive episode every month. We'll make up the last couple that I missed. I'm trying to think. You get AJ's amazing series called Voices. And you also get our really bad series called Sloppy Seconds, which is just short form content, us kind of bullshitting around. Check it out. It's all really good content. And if you can't afford it, we have a couple different tiers. If you can't afford it, get the free tier. We have one that gives you a couple exclusive episodes. You get access to a few things. So check it out. We'd greatly appreciate your support. You got those names pulled up.
I started the music. I don't know why I did that. How do I stop it?
Press it again. Yeah,
there we go. Sorry. Every time you point to me, I'm primed to hit that button. All right, we've got fellow abductees Grover, Minity, Thomas, and Toddlewaddle, unprobed. And then we've got the probed.
Yeah.
Abby, AJ's third nut, Nordic Thunder, Weston, Dark Runner, D's Nuts, and G-Dog. Thank you guys so much for letting us do this.
You guys are phenomenal.
Talk about weird shit that happens around Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Yeah, for real. A couple Mississippi episodes. I guess I know what I've got to do next week.
Missouri.
Yeah. So, as always, if you guys ever have any recommendations for movies, TV shows, unsolved mystery episodes for me specifically, by all means, feel free to reach out to us if you find more show ideas or something that pertains to the show, an article about something we've already talked about. Reach out to us, or you can even go to our subreddit, Pressure Points, r/Pressure Points, because we never talk about it.
Blue Sky.
Yeah, check us out on Blue Sky as well. But always reach out to us on Instagram at pointsopressure. Feel free to go to our website. Oh, Jesus, I fucked it all up. You screwed me up. Send us an email at ppdnaj@gmail.com or go to our website and send us a voicemail or an email. We'll catch you next Monday.